Hello, my people. So today we will be taking you through the MoniTrack software. MoniTrack is all about tracking your money and growing your business. MoniTrack will help you to know all of your expenses. When we talk about the expenses, when you go, you buy your goods, you bring your goods to the shop, you will know how much you get in your profit. You will know how much you're supposed to spend for LEC. All that thing, MoniTrack can help you to do it. Then another one there, we call it the inventory. That inventory, that it can make you know the amount of goods you get in your shop. When you buy your goods, you bring it. You can even monitor can even tell you, it can help you when you bring the goods. You tell monitor say, oh, my goods reach 8. You must remind me, tell me how much goods left in the shop so I can buy new goods and bring it. Monitor can help you do that one too.
You can track your expenses, what you spend money on a day-to-day activities. All right, we have the POS system, which is the point of sales. This is where you make all your sales. Then there is also a currency toggle where you can change from Liberian dollars to USD, and you can also set your own exchange rate. Okay, we have the date and we have notification. Then let's go to the left side of the interface where you have the home. Under the home, you have all of this again, and you have your sales for the last 30 days. It will track the sales that you make for every location for the last 30 days. Okay, and it can also project what your current financial year is looking like and give an overview of that. Then you have the sales payment and the purchase payment due. Those are the amounts that you need to make payments on for the purchase payments. Then for the sales payment are credits, people that are owing you. When is it due? You can have a total record of that. Then we go to the user management. Under the user management, you have the list of users, people that are, or your workers that are using the system as well. We usually recommend that you have an admin, which is a default account setting when your account is being created. And we also have like a cashier. So let me just open that real quick so you see what it looks like. So here, like I mentioned earlier, is a demo account. So you will be seeing a lot of admins, and as well as you'll see some cashiers. So now these cashiers, their role are restricted. We have roles as well. Their roles are restricted to the point of sales. So they don't have the full autonomy or the full access as you, the admin. Okay. So then we go to the role. This is where you can add different roles according to your company or according to how your organization is stretched. Then we move to contact. Contact is where you can have the contact information of your suppliers. Now, again, this interface is for you as the owner of the business. So every of these details and information is restrictively for you, and no other person has access to it, except of course you share your password with them, which we don't recommend you do as a business owner. So you have the suppliers. You can have the list of your suppliers added on this platform. You can have the list of your customers that come to buy on a day-to-day. Maybe you want to have a loyalty reward program. From this database, you'll be able to have the list of customers that you have and how much they have invested in your business by sales. Then you have customer groups. Customer groups includes the wholesale, people that come to buy on wholesale, people that come to buy on retail, and the likes like that. You can also import contacts. Maybe you have your contacts on an Excel sheet, or you have them on a piece of paper you can screenshot and then put it on an Excel sheet. Okay. So then the major thing here is the product. On the product, you have the list of products where you put in all your products as a business owner, or as a mini mart, if you have a mini mart, or you render a service, this is where you have the list of all your products, and you can always assign them to different business locations. That's for people that have multiple businesses and multiple business locations. Okay, you can also keep track of your inventory, that's your stock record. You can keep track of it here, and you can have a list of all your current stock, the price you are selling it, how much are they valued on, what is the amount that you have total on your stock. Now, you will be wondering, how do you add your product? How do you add the list of your product? And that's where we come to add product. But before you add a product, there are some basic things that needs to be implemented. Number one is your category. This is a demo account, so every of these things has been implemented on it. So on your category, you have the list of positionings, or let me just say, you have the categories of what your product falls into. So for example, if you have a supermarket, you know that you have a role where you sell healthcare products, cosmetics, where you sell drinks, where you sell biscuits, where you sell snacks, where you sell toys, where you sell any other thing, foodstuffs and the likes like that. So those are your categories. Then you also, is easy to create. You just click on add. Once you click on add, it shows you how you put it in, and then you click on save. Then you also want to add unit. For these units, we tell our customers that you put it on the lowest basic method that you sell your product. The lowest measurable method where you sell your products. For example, if it's a restaurant, do you sell per plate? Do you sell in per spoon? Whatever the rate, or if it's snacks, do you sell in pieces or do you sell per cup for ice creams and the likes like that? If it is a supermarket, do you sell in what's it called, in pieces? So all of those things. For a table business, do you sell in parts as well? Your pepper, do you sell in parts? Your okra, do you sell in parts? And the likes like that. So MoniTrack works for everybody, every business. MoniTrack works for every business. Okay. So, and again, it's easy to add your unit. You can just click on add. It shows you what you should put. Your basic unit, which is the unit name in pieces, you can just put a short name for it, and then you allow decimal, yes or no. A decimal is, are you selling it in 0.00 or you're selling it in a whole one? Okay, so if you're selling it in a whole one, that's yes. And then you save. Then once you're done with that, there is variations and all of those things. Our technical team is going to walk you through those process when you are doing the setup. Okay, and then you go to add your product. So when you're adding your product, you are going to include the product name, you're going to include the unit, the category, you're going to include the product image, which can be added here. You just click on browse, and then you can either take the picture or you just pick the image of the product if you have the image already embedded. Okay, so this is what it's just going to look like. So it's going to show me what mine looks like, and then I'll just pick from there. Then the next thing you want to do is you want to see the purchase price. I, for a person, recommend that as a business owner, you have your purchase price imputed into the system as well as your selling price. The reason is because the system is going to automatically calculate your profits. Number one, is going to also project how much you have as potential profit based on the products that you have. All right. So when you are able to keep track of your profit, you'll be able to see where your business is going and how it is either progressing or regressing. And then you click on save to add opening stock. When you click to save to add opening stock, you'll be able to, add the quantity of goods that you have. Our technical team is also going to put you through those process, and then we want to go to the next thing, which is sales. Under the sales is where all your income is going to be coming in and where you sell your product. And so we do have it as a point of sale. Real quick, we're just going to delve into that as the POS. So whether you're selling a service or whether you're selling a product or whether it's a pharmacy, you're selling a drug, you can easily put your cashier through this. It's simple to do. So we are taking an example of a pharmacy and a customer comes to buy amoxicillin. Because the customer is paying in Liberian dollars, we can switch to LRD. Once we switch to LRD, every of the amount according to your exchange rate is calculated into the equivalents in LRD. So the person comes to buy amoxicillin and diclofenac, for example. So the moment we add this into the system, all we just need to do is click on cash. Excuse me, we click on cash. The moment we click on cash, the system, the sale has been added successfully, and it takes you automatically to where you are going to print. So when you print, we usually have the system as a combination of the printer as well as the software. The software can work on its own without a printer. The printer as well cannot necessarily work without the system. However, there are other mediums of which the printer can be utilized. Okay, so you can click on print and then it prints out automatically. But we're not going through that process. So the moment that sale has been made, as a business owner, you are automatically going to see on your system that a sale of 269 has been made. And then when you wonder that, oh, how did this sale come to be? We can click on all sales under sale. Once we click on all sales, it shows you the sale that was made for the date of 19th, right? And the payment is made in full. The payment is made in full, not partial. So the next thing we want to also go into is report. Before we go into report, I want to just show you a quick glimpse of the expenses. On the expenses, you can add expenses based on their categories. So let's say you are always giving your your staff feeding money every day. You can put the business location, their business center. You can assign the food expenses, and you can assign who you are giving the money to. If you are giving it to 5 of them, in as much as the 5 of them are on the system, or in as much as the 3 of them are on the system, it can be included there as an expense for this set of people. Okay? And then you put the amount. Once you put the amount, let's just do a quick trial. You put an amount of 200 LD. You are putting 200 LD, and this 200 LD is what you put for feeding. Okay, so the next thing you want to put is save. Now, the moment you save, automatically you see it under expenses. So the expense plus minus is subtracted from the total sales, and then you have your net profit as cash at hand. So let me just toggle this back to USD. So the equivalence, you will see the equivalence as well. Okay, as simple as this. Okay, so the next thing we want to look into is report. Report is very, very important. And the report includes your profit and loss report. It includes your purchase and sales. How much are you paying to your suppliers to get the goods, and how much are you selling them? All right. It also shows tax reports in case if you have an auditor come in that wants to do an audit, you can also present your tax report. The system calculates every of your tax report and provides the audit for you. You also have your suppliers and customers report. This is also relevant when you are giving details of how many customers do I have as a business owner, how many suppliers am I reaching out to, and what are the amounts these suppliers charge me for either a single product or various products. Okay, then we have the customer group report, and we also have the stock report. The stock report includes how many of my stocks do I have remaining. All right. Then the next thing is trending products. The reason why I'm skipping stock adjustment is because, as important as it is, it has to do with transfer of stock from one business location to another business location. I just had to skip that real quick. So trending product has to do with which of my products is making sales more. All right. And so when I click on it, for example, I'm just going to click on this to show you what it looks like. It automatically looks through all my businesses and see which of my products is making more sales. And as you can see, Fanta bottle is making more sales. 249 bottles unit have been sold so far, and this is 248 easy beer has been sold so far. All right, so from this information you can easily project which drink do customers buy more, and then you'll be able to plan properly when you are investing to buy more of those goods. Okay, so MoniTrack helps you cover every of your business such that you don't have to worry about how much did I make in profit today, how much did I make in profit last week, because again you can easily filter by date and see for yesterday this is how much was made between yesterday with over the whole of yesterday, and let's say for the last 7 days, for example, is also going to show it from the last 7 days till date. Okay, then it's also going to put you through for the last 30 months. I mean, for the last 30 days as well. Then it's also going to put it for this year. It's also projecting for this year. It's also projecting for, and it can also project into from last year. Okay. So for the whole of last year, this was what was made for this demo account. And then you can easily track every information, and from the informations you get, you can make data-driven decisions for your business and ensure your business is always growing. And now we've come to the end of this quick demo, and our representative is going to be in touch with you shortly.
Smart login. See your sales records. List your products. Check your stocks. Sell with ease. Print clean receipts. MoniTrack. Track every money. Grow every business.